Hello everyone, it's me, Astro by Lauren. Welcome to your pick a card reading for today. First things first though, I want to talk about this new moon eclipse we have coming up on the 14th of October. So the new moon eclipse is on October 14th at about 1:55 p.m. EDT. And as many of you may know, a new moon is a good time to set new intentions. You have like about 2 weeks to plant those seeds. But it is also an eclipse. So an eclipse brings change. It's like a giant reset button. And most of the time, majority of the time, almost all the time, I would say, it might bring a change that you did not ask for, you did not choose. So a lot of times in the new moon eclipses, it's about adjusting to the unforeseen change that occurs. This, the theme of this new moon eclipse is on the Aries Libra axis. So Aries is the south and Libra is the partnership. And it's the south node is in Libra and the north node is in Aries. So the south node is what we need to let go of. So you might find yourself letting go of alliances, connections, partnerships unexpectedly and be launched into a new world more so on your own. Or it might be that an old alliance, someone from your past, someone you grew up with, maybe show back up. I'm speaking more on a professional level, but it could also, of course, always be on a romantic level too. But the retrogrades are over, so a lot of that past stuff is truly in the past now. That Venus retrograde and Mercury retrograde that we had going on in August and September. So that being said, the reading I want to do today is, of course, about you and your person, your counterpart, your crush, your partner, your spouse, whoever it is that you're asking for. I want to do a reading, you and them, what is in between the two, and then have like a sneak peek or preview of what kind of energy the relationship will be channeling, facing, dealing with, enthralled in, enmeshed with for this new moon eclipse that we have. It's at 21 degrees Libra. It's on the south node, so it's very much about letting something go. And it might not be an actual person. It could be, that something could be your own sense of self, and maybe you're letting go of a codependent energy, or feeling that you couldn't stand on your own, and this new moon gives you the strength and power of mind to do so and make that change. Or it might be something happens and it forces you to make that change. Either way, we're moving, y'all. We shall be moving. So let me get the piles out. So today you can choose between pile 1, pile 2, and pile 3. 1, 2, and 3. Go ahead and pause the reading and make your choice, and then we can go ahead and get started. All right, so for now we will start with pile 1. All right, pile 1, let's see what we're working with. First, we're going to look at the archetype. Who are you, and who is the person that you're asking for? Let's do a little shuffling. I pre-shuffled the cards, but I also want to shuffle in the energy of, of the reading and in the energy of the pile that you chose. So let's do it, you guys. Who is person 1? Who is their counterpart, partner, spouse, crush, love, ex? Okay, so you are this and that is true. You're a conundrum. You are showing duality. You're showing that two things that seem oppositional may not necessarily be mutually exclusive. So let's see who your partner is. And they are trust in divine detours. So we have you, that's like kind of free dolphin spirit, like flipping, in the water, doing flips and stuff. just putting on a show, looking cute, singing to your friends. Then we have the coyote spirit. So this partner is like kind of low to the ground, definitely away from the water. Earth. So this could be a water sign, Scorpio, Pisces, or Cancer, Sun, Moon, or Rising. And then this could be an Earth sign, which is Capricorn, Libra, Capricorn, Virgo, or Taurus. And this also looks kind of fiery. So I would say this is giving me fire vibes as well. That is Sagittarius, Leo, and Aries. And this is in the air, so it's giving me air sign vibes. So this could be Libra, Gemini, or Aquarius. In any event, you're fancy-free in the water. This person is low to the ground. It's scavenging. It's trusting in divine detours. It's like finding its way through the darkness. I think coyotes are nocturnal even. So like they're very wise. They're very like nose to the grind. They move in silence. They might be a little like sneaky or just private, sneaky and private. I mean, you could look at it, you know, they could both be the same thing. They could both mean the same thing. But this person is more under the radar. You might even be like online, have an online following, or be really big at work, or, you know, have a platform, whether in person or online. And then this person is like in the woods collecting the whatevers, the coyote stuff, like the food and I don't know, whatever it is that coyotes do, but it's trust in divine detour. So this person they have a lot of faith. They have a lot of faith, and they believe that the work that they're putting in is most definitely going to pay off in the future. I like that. All right, so let's look at the energy in between the two. Let's look at the energy in between. Well, first we're going to do current energy for each person. Current energy. These are the archetypes. Current energy for person one is the Fool reversed. So I don't really read reversals. I read them kind of as past energy. And then this is the World reversed. Okay, so this person is entering into a new world, and this person is leaving a world behind. Very interesting. So they're both on the move. They're both starting over. But this is more like the Aries spirit that we talked about, striking out on their own. And then this is more of the Libra energy we talked about, someone who's collaborating, dealing with the world, and now gone underground and started working on a very deep, very spiritual, hard-working path on their own, but under the radar, quiet. Interesting. All right, so let's look at what's in between the two. These are both major arcana, so these are two people that are going through major life changes, or they already made the life change and they're settling into their new life. But one person is entering a new world and the other one is leaving the world for a more solo journey to get to the other side. A dark night of the soul, if you will. Personally or professionally. Okay, so in between the two, we have the Moon reversed. Interesting. Oh, and then we have the Four. Okay. We have the Four of Pentacles and the Five of Pentacles. Okay. All right, so I don't know, y'all. I'm not sure what's going on here. The Moon reversed. If that represents past energies, then that's saying that the feelings between you, or even the connection between you guys, could be very unclear, very emotional, but not really understanding how or why. But because it is reversed, it's very possible that you recently kind of turned that around, and then the emotions became positive ones, and the mystery became unspoken energy between the two, and an understanding. Here we have the light side to the dark, which makes sense. The glimmering dolphin to the dark coyote spirit, trusting in divine detours. This and that are true. This person, it says, I can be many things to many people, but one does not negate the other. So you're either in confusion or just stepped out of confusion. But then here we have the Four of Pentacles and the Five of Pentacles. I mean, the Four of Pentacles was actually came out reversed, and the Five of Pentacles. So you know, this could be about the energy between the two, but it could also just be about kind of what you've been going through in your lives. So like Four of Pentacles, meaning like a scarcity mindset, like there's not enough to go around. So this is Pentacles, so that's money, but it could be love, like it could be support. Maybe you felt you didn't have enough resources or enough to give to a partner. Then here we have the Five of Pentacles, which is like, okay, I have just enough, but again, I'm still in my scarcity mindset. I feel like I'm on the outside. I feel like I haven't made it to where I want to go. So, so these two could be together, but it seems to me like possibly apart, but in communication, but both feeling like they're so busy on their own path that maybe they don't have the time or resources or heart for this relationship. But with the Moon card, it's obviously a very kind of like deep connection, unspoken connection, and the two feel a little bit fated to be together. So even if you are apart, I feel like you know that you want to come back to each other at some points, possibly in the near future. All right, so let's look at the energy for the upcoming eclipse, new moon. So what is this union, this collection of souls, these two people? What kind of energy are they experiencing during this new moon eclipse? You can also take this as a timeless reading if you would like, and apply it to the next new moon that occurs if you're watching this in the future. Past, present, influences, advice, and outcome. All right, so we have past, Knight of Coins, present, Seven of Wands, influences, the Hermit, advice, Ace of Coins, and outcome is the Sun. Well, I'm happy to keep it a buck with you, Power One. It feels like this new energy is going to be something independent for the each of you. So independently, as opposed to going through something together, which is great because independence is important, and this new moon is opposing the North Node in Aries, and so it's asking you to be more independent. So this could even be an established relationship that that you are taking some time apart, or you're just taking some time to readjust like the power balance, the structure, the status quo. Like maybe you were codependent and you want to become more independent, autonomous from each other. Okay, so in the past we have the Knight of Coins system. This is someone who's working slowly, working hard to build something of value, but very slow energy. So this represents like kind of working to get your footing in life. Some of you could be younger, like on the earlier part of life, or you might be starting anew, but it's kind of like a new-ish journey. The Seven of Wands is about competition. It's about strife, and this guy, this is John Henry, is striking these nails down. It's like doing what you need to do to get what you want to get. Especially in this deck. It means different things in different decks. In certain decks, it looks like you're fighting for no reason, like it's futile. But in this deck, it seems very clear that you are fighting for something important, and you are strong enough to get it, and you have to go after it, and you're the only one that can make that happen for yourself. You're by yourself. But you have the strength, and Spirit is with you guys. I was with you, so you're never by yourself. You're never alone. Okay, so here we have the Hermit. So this is, again, about the dark night of the soul. It's about praying, meditating. It's about getting your exercise routine together. It's about being alone. It's the Hermit. So it's about changing your habits. So like your habits add up, and like that will be the sum of your lifestyle. Like your habits will add up to bigger changes. You know, what you do every day accumulates and then creates the direction of your life. And so the Hermit is about mental and emotional hygiene, so to speak, and setting routines for yourself and really tightening up your habits alone, your solo habits, so that you can increase the prosperity and wealth and emotional balance in your life. Okay, so here we have the Ace of Coins. So this is in the advice section. So for advice, it's saying to plant a seed and during this new moon eclipse. And that seed is, it's literally a seed. It's the Ace of Coins. So it's a physical thing. So it might be like a money venture. It might be a new or renewed commitment to your partner, to your family, to your job. But it's the time to take that small step forward to where it is that you want to get to in the next 6 months, in the next year, and beyond, longer term. So the outcome is the Sun. So, I mean, it means that things will be very clear to you. You're not going to be confused about like what to do or where to go or how to do it. You're going to know. If you've been kind of hiding out, you're going to burst into the Sun. The Sun is about clarity. It is the sum of your habits. So if your intention has been to be the best for yourself and for others, then it's going to show and be on display. The world is going to know. And if you haven't quite, it's fine, but it's going to be still very clear to you what it is that you need to do to move forward in the strongest and most prosperous way. All right, pile one. Very interesting. Very good. It seems like both of you guys are on this profound journey. Separate, but maybe together. Maybe separate, but coming together. But definitely matching vibes in terms of like direction and kind of, you know, I guess I would say direction and what is the word? I guess just the flow of life. You're walking parallel, not perpendicular, but you are walking parallel lines. Okay, so pile 2. If you chose pile 2, then this is your reading. So first we're going to look at you and your partner, your counterpart, your person, the person that you're asking for. See what they're talking about. See where you are in general and in this moment. So pile 2, we have person 1 and person 2. You and the one you are searching for, asking for. Very nice. So pile 2, we have the peacock spirit here. Let it shine. So you are flexing. You are approaching life with an open heart. You are really showing your true colors that are very, very beautiful, actually, and on display. The porcupine spirit. Okay, so this person is a little bit more low key. Maybe they had like not the best reputation in the past in there. It's time for a beginner mind. So maybe, you know, they've made some mistakes in their past that they're really working hard to change. So they're laying low, you know, keeping a low profile and doing, you know, praying and interpreting their dreams and just really working on a way to be better. And then this was on the bottom. I just felt like putting it. The owl spirit, you see clearly now. So I think both of you might have recently come to a realization about your lives. You that you need to expand and you that you need to get back to basics and maybe start from scratch. A beginner mind, become more humble, work on balancing your pride and letting go of old habits and maybe, to be cliche, like old versions of yourself that no longer serve you or anybody else. So good work, pile 2's partner. Or if you see it as reverse, then good work, you. Beautiful pile 2 We love to see it. Let's look at what is in between the two. In between these two. So, interesting. Okay, so we have the Six of Wands reversed. So I look at reversals as sort of past energy. So it could be Six of Wands reversed. So you could have been really proud of yourselves. Like maybe you were like online being couples goals or something, but underneath the surface, things weren't necessarily as they seem in terms of what you were showing. Or it could also just be that you both had a lot of success in the past and now you're stepping into that new identity and new space. But you're still trying to figure out a new way. Like the meaning of success has changed for you both. So in the context of a relationship, it could be like you thought you had a quote unquote perfect relationship, but you realize that sometimes when you have everything that you want, it might not be what you thought, what you needed, may not be all that you thought it would be. So you were working towards couples goals, but maybe they weren't this couples goals. They were just generic couples goals. And now you're working towards your real life goals. And that involved you coming out of your shell. And that involved you getting down to the grindstone, like really reevaluating the way that you move, the things that you do. In between we have Temperance. So this is balance. This is Libra energy. So that's beautiful. And this shows that there is a very peaceful balance between the two. This is not like a turbulent relationship. You all are able to talk things through. You're both reasonable. You're not without your own issues, but at the end of the day, like you're not trying to go to bed mad and you're not like low blows and talking crazy. And it's actually a really sweet place to be. To me, it says like that this is a very well-suited partnership, equally yoked, so to speak, in terms of maturity, emotional maturity, what you can give, what you want to give. So I do see this as a really peaceful and harmonious partnership. So we'd love to see that. So let's look at how this new moon eclipse is going to affect you. And also, if you're watching this in the future, you can apply this as a timeless reading to any new moon that you have coming up, whichever one you have coming up. If this reading finds you, then it was definitely meant to find you. So, let me just do a little more shuffling and then we can decide. Okay. So we have past, present, influences, advice, and outcome. King of Coins, King of Swords, Queen of Coins, Four of Cups, and the Knight of Wands. Okay, wow. So there's a lot of scenarios for this, but I do have to say, if this is a couple, there might be a child involved or a fur baby or just someone younger, a niece, a nephew, someone that comes into your life and kind of shakes things up and breathes new energy into the partnership or the connection. Because here we have for the past the King of Coins and the Queen of Coins. So what it is this King of Coins could have like ruled the roost and taken care of everything and kept all the security in the moment, but maybe they were shouldering at the world, like they had the whole world on their shoulders. And that was maybe causing their internal life or their personal and romantic life to suffer in a way. But the King of Swords came through. Maybe this is a friend, a counselor, a therapist, someone who came through, swooped in so to speak, to show you the truth of what was going on, to give you some insight. Sometimes you're too close to your relationship to really understand what's going on. It's like standing too close to the sun. You can't see the forest through the trees. So somebody or some outside force, it could be a spiritual awakening or a spiritual truth, but it's kind of along with this owl spirit you see clearly now. Something came to clear things up between you and your counterpart here, Queen of Coins. So it might be that this member of the relationship, so you would know if you're the king or the queen in this situation, got to step up and kind of like show, like maybe they were in the shadows of the King of Pentacles and now they get to step up, or maybe like they weren't making that much money before and now they are, you know. So it's really a beautiful thing, because it might have been that before the two were equal but they weren't balanced, and now they're equal and they're equal, and that's a again, that's a beautiful thing. Here we have the Four of Cups. So this is about dissatisfaction, maybe being a little bit bored. I know that Coins and Pentacle people, y'all can be really slow. So it might be like, I'm seeing changes, but I'm not seeing them fast enough. Or I'm seeing changes, but they're not the ones that I want. But they might be the ones that God wants for you. It might be the ones that Spirit wants for you. So you don't always choose. And so this is just saying, for advice, it's just saying like, just push through it, push through the boredom. There will be glory at the other side. Like, there is a reason that things are moving as slowly as they are. I actually just saw a meme. It was like, just because things are moving slowly doesn't mean they're not happening. And I know it sounds like Captain Obvious, but some of us need to hear it, because a lot of times you can't see your progress. So like I was saying here, this might be a child swooping in, like a middle schooler. Knight of Wands is like not like a super young child. Or it could be like a younger friend, or it could just be anybody that has like a youthful spirit that comes in and kind of helps reignite the excitement in your life. And it could literally just be spirit, like a new spirit reinvigorating your relationship and your connection. Knight of Wands. But it does seem really cool. So pile 2, I love this reading for you. And yes, I'll catch you at the next one. All right, so pile 3. Pile 3. Let's take a look at you and your connection, your counterpart, your significant other, your girlfriend, your boyfriend, your spouse, your best friend, your boss, and see. So this will represent you, and this represents the person that you're asking for. This is a timeless reading. This particular reading, if you're watching this in real time, is about the new moon eclipse that's happening on October 14th. But you can apply it to your life whenever you do find this reading, and you can look at it as applying to whatever new moon, the first new moon that comes after this reading, or that if this is during a new moon, so a new moon period. All right, so person 1, pile 3, but person 1 and pile 3. Person 2. All right. The cat spirit, claim your independence. This is literally like one of my favorite cards. I can't lie, I just love it. Like, stop. We all relate to this on some level, I feel like. And the eagle spirit. Spirit has your back. Okay, so these are 2 extremely independent people that we're talking about here. We have the eagle spirit. Spirit has your back, so this person could have a lot of faith and do a lot of big things. They love to soar. You know, they literally like to live at the top of the mountain, have a perch, look down on everyone. There might be like a Leo or an Aquarius. Aquarius is a bird's eye view, and Leo just likes to be the highest and up in the sun. Yeah. But solo. And this, the cat spirit, also solo, claiming your independence. It's funny because normally like a cat would take the bird out, but it's the eagle. So like the cat has met its match, because like, are you really gonna take an eagle out? Like, you know, it's almost like they match. They're like very, very opposite. And maybe even in some worlds or some parallel universes, they're enemies. But here it just works. and they really come together. This might be like a Gemini. It could be one of the air signs, Libra, I guess Aquarius. I don't know. I'm not really seeing exact elements for these. But I am just seeing this as like Sagittarius, Aquarius, like bigger picture, Leo, big energy, and this like God of small things, like Gemini energy, Virgo energy, putting things together piece by piece. So like bigger picture and like grounded. So this could also be your earth sign and your air sign. I know it's all confusing, but the point is very different energies, but similar in strength. So let us look at the energy in between the two of you. Okay, Ace of Wands. Okay, so for the energy in between, we have, well, first of all, we have the sun at the bottom of the deck. So we'll put that up there for where the eagle spirit likes to be. The sun is shining. The cat loves to be in the sun. The eagle loves to be in the sun. They both love to be in the sun, but in different reasons. They like to be in their warm and comfortable house, and they like to be in their cold and regal perch. Okay. So in between here, we have... Oh, you guys are funny. Y'all have jokes. Because listen, the Nine of Pentacles is more of like a person, an independent spirit. They have their own, they do their own thing. And, you know, they have their own resources, abundant life. They claimed their independence long ago, and that's really working out for them. And then we have the Emperor, which kind of goes along with the eagle spirit. Like, I rule the land. You know, this world is mine. Whose world is this? It's yours. Like, oh, that's so funny. And that's what's in between you. So even in between, I think that there's like, and then the sun, there's only one sun, you know, and you can't beat the sun. I mean, it gives all life. I feel that, I feel like this couple, they're together maybe, but they have not quite merged. Or maybe they have not merged at all, and they're just like a power couple in the making. But it's definitely not a lot of togetherness. So if you are together, then you're definitely like together but apart. Parallel. Similar to Pile 1. But if you're not together, then it's like you doing big things and you doing big things in different arenas. But I would just be wary because you're really bossy, and you're actually just really finicky and stubborn. But you don't seem stubborn because cats are like, you know, gentle and delicate. But guess what? You do what you want, okay? And so maybe this Emperor, this eagle spirit is used to ruling the roost, so to speak, and like telling people what to do. Maybe they're even like an actual parent that used to tell their kids what to do. And you're like, I do what I want. I have my own money. I got my own house. I do my own things. I am with you because I want to be, not because I have to be. I am choosing this. It is a choice and not a necessity. Wow, that's kind of deep. So, all right, fiercely independent Pile 3. Let's see what's going on for you. The energy of this connection during this new moon eclipse we have coming up on Saturday. So it's a new moon eclipse on Saturday, October 14th. But if you're watching this in the future, then you can take it as timeless and apply this to the very last or the very first new moon coming after you find this video. All right, so we're going to do past, present, influences, advice, and outcome. Pile 3 is no nonsense. Okay, here we go. Past, present, influences, advice, and outcome. Okay, so the past we got 10 of Wands. Present is 9 of Swords. Influence is King of Swords. Advice, 6 of Coins. And the outcome is justice. Okay. Okay. This is very clear here. So in the past, we had a lot of struggle. So I know there's some proverb, and I don't know which proverb it is, but I know it's like, if you want to go fast, go alone. But if you want to go be successful, go together, something like that. It's basically like no person is an island. And in the past, one or both of you has maybe tried to carry more than their share of whatever burden. And that on a spiritual level was a little bit soul crushing and did not work out for you. Even though you are independent, you do what you want, you do rule the roost, you are very abundant, you still can't do it all on your own. And you found that out probably the hard way in the past, both of you. President's the Knight of Swords. So there's a lot of worry with this new moon, this eclipse, like a lot of like unknowing, like I'm worried about what's going to happen. It might be that like both of you project very, very confidently, so nobody knows that you're worrying, not even each other. You just know like secretly you're crying in the dark and it's okay. It's okay to be worried. I think it's because you're both used to having a lot of control in your lives and even controlling the lives of others and things around you. And you don't have that control right now. So it's causing a lot of inner turmoil. Here we have the King of Wands. So this could be an actual person that comes in to kind of balance it out. It could be like a parent or a grandparent or a mentor, or just like a really, really strong child or adult child. Your adult child. That's coming in to kind of show you the way and give you some insight. They're like flying through, and maybe they can really help you. Maybe it's a therapist, spiritual advisor. Maybe they can really help you see the bigger picture of the connection. Here we have the 6 of Coins. So the 6 of Coins is about balancing things out, sharing resources. And so it's saying like, you can do better together than you can apart. It's like the opposite of I can do bad all by myself. You can do good if you balance out the energies, balance out the responsibilities, balance out the power, balance out the egos. All of that is really going to be key. So in this case, you're stepping away from like the Aries me energy and stepping into the Libra partnership energy by choice with actual physical actions, like who cooks dinner, who cleans up, who takes the trash out, like who's really good with the finances. Really finding ways to do small things. Oh gosh, you guys, the camera stopped recording right as I was finishing up pile 3. So we were at 6 of Coins and we were talking about gotta small things and doing small things together to create a stronger and more cohesive unit. And then the outcome will be justice. So that will leave you with the life that you both deserve. Not the life that you thought you wanted, that you got, but you didn't necessarily, you weren't happy with, or it wasn't all it was cracked up to be, or what you thought you wanted wasn't what you needed. If you can find this way through small actions, little gifts, whispering sweet nothings, small acts of service for each other, and also delegating the responsibility, the weight of life with each other, then you can have exactly what you deserve based off of all of the work and all the good you do for the world, all the good you do for yourself and for each other. You really will begin to feel the fruits of your labor on a spiritual and emotional level, true fulfillment. So that's where we're at, you guys. Beautiful reading. Thank you for coming to my reading. If you want a personal reading, of course, the links are down below. And let me know in the comments how your new moon eclipse goes. Let me know if this resonates. And thank you for coming, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye.